Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Relationship Rehab with Favor Jerry. Wondering if the person you're with or you are about going into a relationship with is compatible with you, then this video is for you. So this video will help you in the compatibility test. The very first one I'll be talking about is that when you both have lots of negative similarities, now it is said that opposite attract. That's just the truth. So when you notice that you both have lots of negative similarities, it is a sign that you aren't compatible. Now, for example, you both are stubborn. So he's going to come to the compromise. You can't take away argument from every relationship, but definitely one person have to be that mild person. If you notice, it is usually said that someone who is really stubborn gets entangled or gets married to someone who is soft-hearted and easy going and all of that. So if you both have lots of negative similarities, it's a sign that you aren't compatible, because you can't continue to argue, you can't continue to both be stubborn, nobody wants to come to compromise and all of that. One person must be ready to compromise. If you have such negative similarities, definitely you aren't compatible. Another thing is that if you both, for example, negative spending habits, like you don't know how to manage the funds, and the other person also doesn't know how to manage funds, it simply means you're not compatible. So you have to put that in check. Another thing is that when your goals are different, like when you look into the future and the things you see about yourself in the future doesn't match what the other person sees in the future about his or her life, it simply means you're not compatible, and it will be wrong to go into that relationship with that person. For example, you look into the future and then you see yourself probably doing well in another environment, and your wife and children in another environment, you both are doing well, and you meet once in a while and you like that kind of life. There's someone out there who sees that future same as you do. But if your partner is someone who wants to see his or her spouse around him or her at all time, who want to have a good life with your spouse and children, your family together and all of that, then definitely you are with the wrong person, or you are going into a relationship with the wrong person, because you aren't compatible. A close relationship wants to be together with the spouse, like everyday dates or once in a week dates, or 2 times in a month staycation and all of that, and the other person is okay with just seeing his or her partner just 3 times in a year. Just 3 times in a year, then obviously you aren't compatible. Yeah, when you don't see a similar future, like the other person wants 12 children and you want just 2 children, that is 2 different futures. And these are just an example. You can also look into your life and look at things that you can relate with as I speak. So these are just my examples. Another thing is that when your intellectual levels are different, you're not compatible. Yes, that's another sign that you both are not compatible. Let's say you have a PhD and the other person has a secondary school certificate. You'll definitely be speaking. Yeah, definitely there are rules in life and there are exceptions to every rule in life. Definitely there are people that this would work well for, but a major, like 80% or 60% or 70%, it can't work when your intellectual levels are different. This other person is saying something else and the other person doesn't understand and is saying something else and all of that. You definitely can't agree. Probably you decide to go into a conversation and your partner or he or she isn't understanding what you're saying, because definitely you are in different level intellectually. It simply shows that you aren't compatible. You bond with your partner when you both do the same thing together. The more you do things together, the more you become bonded and the more your love grows. This is another point now. When you both have two similar interests, like your interest, definitely everybody in life cannot be the same. Your interest cannot rhyme 100%, but to a level, your interest should be able to align. Basically, when you both have two different interests, it simply means that you aren't compatible. When you both have different values and beliefs, it simply means you're not compatible, because okay, like the Bible says that don't be equally yoked together with unbelievers. When you're equally yoked with when you're going into a relationship, or let's say into marriage, it simply means that your beliefs and your values should be the same. You both should be saying the same thing. You both should believe in the same thing. Your core values should be the same. Like be believing a different thing entirely and your partner believes something different entirely. You always keep arguing and arguing, and the argument will never end. So when your values and your core values and your beliefs are different, it simply means you're not compatible with that person. The last point I'll be talking about is that when neither you or the other person is ready to compromise, and this other person is not ready to change, it simply means you're not compatible. And it is very important that if there's anything negative that your spouse or someone you want to go into a relationship with is complaining, then you should be ready to change. You should try changing, compromise, be ready to compromise for the other person. So it's either the other person is compromising for you, or you are compromising for the other person. You guys should be ready to be flexible. When no one is ready to compromise and no one is ready to change, it simply means you're not compatible. Hope this video helped. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching to the very end. Ensure you like, subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in my next video. Until then, goodbye for now.